Hey everyone, my name is Meera. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm finally going to be talking to you about the best Korean dramas of 2021. These are some great dramas of different genres. They have different plots, but there are also some common themes that run across all of these dramas. So in 2021, I only watched dramas that aired that year, which is something very new for me because I usually just pick up whatever drama I'm in the mood for, and in that process, I end up missing out on or procrastinating about watching dramas that are recent, that are popular, and that are getting so hyped online. So, this is something I intentionally chose to do last year, which is to watch only recent dramas. There are 8 dramas that I'm going to be talking about today, and I hope that you get some great recommendations. You try watching at least a few of these, and if you've already watched some of them, then please do let me know what you thought about them. The first drama that I'm going to be talking about, without a doubt, is Hometown Cha Cha Cha. This is a romance contemporary drama about a dentist who quits her job in the city and she stumbles upon this beachside village called Khongjin and eventually sets up her practice there. There isn't much to the plot in this drama per se. It's more about bringing out these character journeys, their quirks, some emotional baggage that they have, and how through each other's acquaintance all of these characters learn and grow so much more. Shin Min-ah, Kim Sun-ho, and Lee Sang-hee are 3 of the lead actors in this drama, and they have done such a commendable job. I loved all of their characters, and they're just so realistic and full of heart, full of just joy because of the brilliant acting that these 3 have done. Even the secondary characters in this drama, actually, like, there's just so much to them. When you watch them, they aren't typical cliched characters. There are some personality traits and there's some nuance to all of their life stories, which the screenwriters have brought out beautifully. The location is also something that added so much to my watching experience. You instantly want to move to a place like Khongjin for a long retreat because it's just so tight knit. Everyone knows everyone. The beach landscape is just beautiful and so mesmerizing. There are so many scenes in the show that have been perfectly captured with the landscape that you can't stop thinking about it. Haejin and Thushik are 2 characters that are so unlike each other, and that is one of the highlight of the show, how they eventually go from bickering to growing more and more open with each other and more fond of each other. It was wonderful to watch that. In addition to that, one other highlight of the show is definitely the bromance between Thushik and Songhyun. Hey, this is Meera from the future. I'm editing the video and I realized that there's a point I want to make. What's wonderful is that the interactions between Thushik and Songhyun, they're so mature, open-minded and heartfelt. At no point would you think that they're rivals or that they're fighting for the same woman's attention. To all those authors and screenwriters who are planning to write conflicting love interests, I highly recommend that you watch Hometown Cha 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 because I don't know if there's a better way to go about doing it or not. Their storylines have been written and woven so well that you can't decide whether you like Thushik and Songhyun more or Thushik and Haejin more. I would highly recommend this show to all of you. It is such a feel-good show. I am definitely going to watch it a couple more times at least again. So please do give it a try. Second, Vincenzo. This is an action drama that pits an anti-hero against villains, and because it deals with the wealthy and the corrupt, it also has some themes of social justice that have been incorporated into the plot developments. It's a well-paced drama and the conflict resolution has more of a layered style in the sense that when one conflict comes up, these characters need to navigate like multiple elements in order to arrive at a solution, and that makes it even more fulfilling, if I may say. I have already made a whole mukbang video about this, so I'll link that in the cards and in the description in case you want to go watch it and know my in-depth thoughts about the drama. Taeyong, Vincenzo, Chonu, and Myung-hee are some of the best characters I have ever watched in an action drama. This isn't particularly because of their character growth, but more so because of the intensity of their convictions and motivations, which drive them forward. 9 out of 10 people will watch this drama and never say no to another Song Joong Ki, Chon Yo Bin, or Ok Taekyeon drama. Or wait, am I just hyping them up too much? I don't know, but it's definitely worth a watch, and they've all just pulled through and given 110% into these roles that the screenwriters have come up with. I know a lot of people didn't like this drama, but I feel that maybe because they had certain preconceived notions or certain standards and expectations that weren't met. So the best recommendation I can give you is to go into it with an open mind. Watch it only if you're looking for a drama that will be thoroughly entertaining, that will keep you on your toes, and that will make you apprehensive about what's gonna happen. Third, Move to Heaven. This is somewhat of an anthology series about a boy whose father runs a business called Move to Heaven. What they essentially do is that for people who have passed away, they help their families, relatives, and acquaintances sort through their belongings and assets. One day, Kuru's father passes away and he's left all alone, but suddenly this uncle that he has never heard of comes into the picture. And so this entire drama is about how two very different people are trying to coexist and how they begin to impact all these lives around them. One of the things that I appreciated the most about this drama is the representation of autism. Kuru is autistic, and I personally feel like that was shown with a lot of tact. I don't mean to offend anyone if that is not the case. It's just that I've also read reviews by people who are autistic and who felt that this representation, this portrayal has been done well. I love that their business is called Move to Heaven. It adds such grace and simplicity to what the show is trying to convey. Of course, it's a show about life and death, so it does get quite heavy as it explores these themes and also shows us people's attitudes towards them. Each episode is about different characters, but underlying all of that is, of course, Kuru and his uncle Sangu's stories as well. And it's quite nice to see them work through their differences and come together as a family, especially considering that they hadn't known each other up until recently. So it was a wonderful experience watching this show. It's meaningful and you will take away a lot from it. There will be some episodes that will be gut-wrenching, but also some episodes that bring a smile on your face. So yeah, give it a try. Next, Taxi Driver. This is an action revenge drama about a group of 4 to 5 people who work at this pseudo taxi company where they take the law into their own hands to right all wrongs. So basically, people who've been wronged in any capacity can approach them and choose to seek revenge, which they exact on behalf of the victims. Some of the cases include a student who has been physically assaulted and bullied in school, parents who have no idea whatsoever where their children are, whether they've been kidnapped, and so they're looking for their kids, and so on. What's convincing about this drama and the way the plot moves forward is that these 4 to 5 people themselves have had horrendous experiences and lost their faith in the ability of the cops, the courts, and the government to help them, which is why they work at Rainbow Taxi. And with each episode, you also get to know what happened in their past and why they are where they are, which essentially gives their character more depth. Parallelly, we also get to follow the storyline of a prosecutor who's convinced that Rainbow Taxi has something to do with all of these criminals disappearing, some of them right after they've gotten out of prison. And so that lends sufficient conflict and it keeps up the pace of the drama as well. The show doesn't sugarcoat the atrocities, and so that will definitely infuriate you. It pissed me off that there are so many shitty people in the world and they get away with so much shit that they have done. Some of the themes that this drama explores are fraud, murder, bullying, trauma, assault. It's definitely intense and if you're not used to watching such shows or not open to it, then I'm not sure I would recommend it to you. But then again, like Vincenzo, I feel like this show is also cathartic to a sense, because you get to see the corrupt and these criminals getting what they deserve. That's definitely a plus point for the show, the way it has been written and the way they go about tackling these issues. Of course, their means are illegal and it's a form of vigilantism. This was my second Lee Jae-hoon drama of the year, which is a surprise. He's also the one who acted as Sang-gu, the uncle in Move to Heaven. I feel like I have discovered another actor whose works I'm definitely going to be following. Fifth, My Name. Oh man, this drama. It is so good. It's a crime drama about a woman whose father gets murdered. She joins hands with the boss of a drug ring where her father worked, and then she starts training to be a cop so that she gets insider access to leads and she can find out who killed her father. Han So-hee brings so much more to this story. Her character, Ji-woo's initial state of mind and how that changes when she begins piecing clues together is such a tragic journey, and yet it also accurately depicts how fierce Ji-woo is. I kept wishing that things would go her way because she deserved so much more. She possesses such strength and resilience. To watch her character go through such difficult incidents in her life and then bounce back from all of it is really inspirational. I love the significance of the title, which you'll find out as in when you watch the show. Even the theme song of the show matches the vibe perfectly. I'm still trying to get the rap parts right. It's a little difficult. I've known An Bo Hyun from Itaewon Class, where he played the rival character. Here he plays a cop who works closely with Ji-woo, and so their chemistry also propels their individual journeys forward. This show on the whole packs such a punch and it's so impactful, you will not be able to stop thinking about it. It's very powerful. Watch it. I feel like I'm definitely going to watch it again. Also, this was my second Han So-hee show of the year, and yes, another favorite actor added to the list. Next, Kingdom, Ashin of the North. This is not a full-fledged drama, it's a drama special, but it deserves a spot on this list because even that 1.5 hour long episode was so good as to be better than other shows that I had watched last year. What this episode covers is that it follows the backstory of the character Ashin, and we learn about her childhood and her journey up until the age that she is at the end of Kingdom Season 2, how difficult her childhood has been and how she developed this fierce spirit. The episode also covers how the plague began, and so we get some context to everything that's happening in the first and second seasons of Kingdom. And just like those episodes of Kingdom, this was surreal. The cinematography is incredible, it is eerie and immersive. You will not feel like moving your eyes away from the screen. And when it's over, you will be sitting there rooted to the spot. Believe me, I was. Chon Ji-hyun carries the role very well, and now I can't imagine any other actor doing a better job. The way season 2 ends, I cannot wait to see Ashin in action in season 3. Please give us season 3 already. Like, it's been a while, it's been months. Can we please have season 3? If you think Game of Thrones was thrilling, watch Kingdom. I mean, that's not to say that Game of Thrones is bad or that it doesn't live up to the name, but Kingdom is a Korean drama. It's set in a historical time period and it has a fantastic cast. Next, Happiness. I am still not over this drama. I keep thinking about it and I want to rewatch this one as well. Okay, I'll tell you what it's about. Happiness is a zombie drama which follows the lives of people living in this one apartment where the infection breaks out. Now, there are multiple ways to get infected. There's this pill that's going around in the market which people take for anxiety, and it's not been properly made, so taking that pill makes you into a zombie. Then of course, like the typical zombie trope, you either get bitten or scratched by someone who's already infected and then you become a zombie too. But in this show, unlike zombies in popular culture, you don't remain a zombie forever, if that makes sense. In the sense that when their thirst is satiated, they turn back into conscious humans up until that thirst appears again. Yeah. The lead characters in this drama are a detective and a cop who have gotten into sort of an arranged marriage. They get stuck in this apartment complex when it gets sealed off. So the various plot points also work on establishing their relationship and their roles in managing everything that's going on. Park Hyung-sik and Han Hyo-joo being cast in these characters definitely made a difference to how invested I was in the show. Because, well, Park Hyung-sik and Han Hyo-joo. Something that's of core importance in this drama is that the people living in the apartment belong to different classes. And so a lot of tension and conflict stems from that, because these upper class residents believe that the others don't deserve to live there, or that they would be the cause of all problems, which is bullshit. There are some really annoying characters in the show, ones that you would want to bludgeon. And of course, as is typical in a lot of these fantasy books and dramas, the annoying characters are the ones that... okay, no spoilers. I backtracked. With everything that's going on in the world, the drama felt uncanny, especially because I remember when I watched it, the place that I live, the apartment complex, had also been sealed off for a while because of the rise in COVID cases. I know it's nothing like a zombie apocalypse, but it was just super weird then. Something these screenwriters have done superbly is capture human instincts and our nature when we are threatened. So at the beginning of the drama, you get to see who these people are, right, in their natural state. But when the shit hits the fan, who they become is this transformation that is worth watching. I loved watching Happiness, and I would highly recommend it to everyone who enjoys watching these kind of dramas. I am so looking forward to watching another zombie Korean drama that's going to air on Netflix tomorrow, and I'm so excited to binge watch the whole thing. It's called All of Us Are Dead, and this time, instead of an apartment complex, this zombie apocalypse breaks out in a school and they're all locked there. Oh my god, so exciting. Last but not the least, The Silent Sea. This is a sci-fi drama about a group who gets sent to the moon to retrieve a sample. The sample holds a lot of meaning to the future of mankind, because the context is that water resources have been depleted on Earth, and this severe shortage has led to a more harsh system of allocation and an access-based social ranking. What I mean to say is that people in society who then have access to unlimited supply of water obviously are more influential and they have a higher social standing, whereas the lesser fortunate people in society, again, their rights get challenged. They don't get a fair supply of water. It's a very skewed system. There's further mystery added to the drama because the previous batch of scientists who had been sent there, they supposedly passed away because of an accident. But when this team reaches the Lunar Research Station, they realize that that may not have been the case and that they could have been lied to. Apart from it being a sci-fi drama, the second topmost reason why I was so eager and excited to watch it is because of Hae-duna and Gong-yoo. Their characters have very different reasons for being invested in the mission. Hae-duna's character, for one, is motivated to join the mission because her elder sister was part of this previous batch of scientists who got sent there, and so she wants to know if there's something fishy in everything that's going on and like what happened to her sister essentially. Her character and Gong-yoo's character are at odds with each other, and there's a little bit of power play that comes into the picture wherein Gong-yoo's character, being sort of like the leader, feels like his way is the right way, and she of course doesn't agree with that. This is a high stakes show which will build a lot of apprehension in you. It has several twists and turns which you will not see coming and you will be so shocked. I loved watching it, and this season ended on such an ambiguous note that I feel like a season 2 is required. Please give us these sequels, give us these seasons. So yeah, waiting for the second season. If you haven't watched it already, go and watch The Silent Sea. it'll just take you a weekend to binge watch the whole thing. Less if you're like me and will watch everything back to back in one sitting, and have fun. That brings me to the end of this video. What a year and what wonderful dramas in 2021. Some of these shows require trigger warnings because they deal with dark themes, and so if you want, you could message me maybe on Instagram or Twitter, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that particular show. I'm already making my way through 2022 dramas, so expect some review videos for like really good ones, or maybe I'll just do like a recommendation video for a bunch of them. I don't know, we'll see. Thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you found some great recommendations. I will see you soon with another video. Bye.